The toys that are here have been donated by people all over the country who care about Dan and want to see his memory really carry on.
It's been 7 years since Florida State University law professor Dan Markel was murdered, but family and friends want his legacy to live on. On what would have been Markel's 49th birthday, ABC 27's Micah Cho shows us how friends are keeping his name alive by giving back to the community.
On what would have been Dan Markel's 49th birthday, friends of Markel, Cohen and Karen Cyphers, held a special community give back in his name.
We're running a toy drive in honor of Dan Markel.
Toys collected at Markel's favorite park, Winthrop, Saturday will be given to Toys for Tots in Leon County. The famed FSU law professor was murdered in his driveway July 19, 2014. While his friends give back to the community, just like how Dan used to, they still wait for justice to be served.
We're happy that 2 of the people responsible have been brought to justice.
In 2016, Luis Rivera accepted a plea deal for his role in Markel's death. In October of 2019, a jury found Sigfredo Garcia guilty of murder and sentenced him to life. In that same trial, the jury couldn't agree on a verdict for Catherine Magbanua.
We would have been in the middle of the most recent trial just now, which was delayed.
In September, just weeks before Magbanua's retrial, a Leon County judge granted the defense more time to prepare for new elements in the case.
And we're looking forward to the next trial happening in February, and we are very hopeful that everybody who's behind this is eventually brought to justice.
Prosecutors believe Markel's ex-wife's family hired Rivera and Garcia to drive from Miami to Tallahassee to kill Markel. The link between the two and the family, Catherine Magbanua, the girlfriend of Markel's ex-brother-in-law and former girlfriend of Sigfredo Garcia. For now, friends like Jeremy Cohen says they're going to keep fighting for Dan and his name to make sure his story is never forgotten.
I do think he's happy to see the continued conversation and people around the country remembering him.
In Tallahassee, Micah Cho for ABC 27.
Justice for Dan says that donors from across the world donated to the toy drive today. They'll be delivering the toys within the next couple of weeks. If you weren't able to make it to today's toy drive, you can still donate by following the link on our website. That's WTXL.TV.